Warren Buffett has talked in the past or spoken about in the past the difficulties of Berkshire Hathaway becoming so large.
Mm-hmm.
He says that it's becoming increasingly difficult to find businesses that he can purchase or invest in that will move the needle in a dramatic fashion for Berkshire.
Right. Well, and it's interesting because if you read online about Buffett and Buffettisms and people talking about Warren Buffett and his wisdom, you'll often hear a lot about how Warren Buffett prefers non-capital intensive businesses, things like See's Candy, where essentially they're just going to throw off a lot of cash pretty quickly, not require a lot of intensive investment, and just go ahead and just make money for you. It was, I think it was Munger actually who said in response to a question about like, why has that changed? He said, well, times changed and reluctantly our minds did too. And so as Berkshire's gotten bigger, they've had to go for these sort of big capital intensive businesses because that's the only thing that's big enough to actually move that needle anymore. And so that's why you're seeing things like Precision Castparts, BNSF, the railway, entering the Buffett portfolio. And both of those are acquisitions in the last 6 years. Precision Castparts, in fact, closed earlier this year. And that's just the only way that they can really get the returns. And Buffett actually sort of signposted if they're unable to get future acquisitions like that, if they start finding that more and more difficult, they may raise their the floor for their share repurchase. Right now, the rule at Berkshire Hathaway is, we will probably, I mean, they never say guarantee, but they will probably start purchasing stock at 1.2 times book value because they believe that the intrinsic value of the business is much more than that 1.2x. If they're unable to deploy capital more effectively elsewhere, they might end up raising that threshold to, I don't know, I'm making up a number here, 1.3x, 1.4x, who knows? But I think that would be a sign that growth is really going to slow sort of more permanently. And so I hope that they don't do that. I hope that they're able to still keep taking out their elephant guns and finding companies like Precision Castparts. And they said they would love to find 3 or 4 more businesses like that.